This is Morten from Inkish. For once, I'm not at a trade show, not in a printing company. I'm actually just outside a hotel here with my good friend Erik from Koenig Bauer. Good to see you, Erik.
Lovely to see you. Welcome to America.
Thank you. And what a wonderful day. We visit one of your great customers in Milwaukee, New Berlin, right?
Yes, it was thrilling.
I mean, as a VP marketing, do you often get out to see customers?
Yes, I spend at least half of my time in front of all customers in various segments to get a better understanding of the marketplace.
I like that because, you know, I don't know if you know G. Ranasina, but he is a guy that is on the internet always saying that you cannot be in marketing unless you also have something to do with customers, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So that's enjoyable. And I get a thrill of going to printing companies.
And how should you market products if you don't know what they need, right?
Correct, exactly, yes.
So when you go and see companies around America, primarily, I guess, right? I mean, what is the major trends? What do they really need these days?
Printers are, well, the number one need is employees and skilled labor. So I think Koenig Bauer has put a good effort forth, as well as our customers are training new apprentices, new management trainees, new individuals had never thought of the printing industry. So we've looked at solar, at HVAC, plumbing, and other industries to gather people. So it's about people and then about digitalization. Now that's not digital printing, but optimizing the process for efficiencies. So people want to be more efficient and have the right people to gain their differentiating factors, you know, in their segments.
Can't help think about when you say both digitalization and labor. So, I mean, let's talk about digitalization in a moment, but just before we do that, when you say that you do an active thing and let's say go and help your customers finding, let's say plumbers or other people that could actually be re-educated, is that something that you go to the schools and talk about?
Yes, we go to two-year technical schools. I personally do, along with my colleagues, and we go to these young individuals and tell them about the joys and benefits of the printing industry. You can work in any state, in any city, in any country, anytime, and have a wonderful life. And we teach them about the printing world. We ask them to walk into Walmart or a major store and walk around and see the world of print.
I think that's so positive because I think that is maybe something that people don't really realize that you as a vendor also take that responsibility on you, right?
It's true, and I think too many companies look to talk to the next generation. Now, if you're sitting and talking to someone who only knows a cell phone, okay, never had anything but the internet, you cannot speak to them at their level. So what we try to do is adapt to them, okay? There's a phrase called be curious, not judgmental from Ted Lasso that I love. And I think you need to do that. It's not about Taco Tuesdays. It's about getting them into your organization, showing them opportunity, showing them work-life balance, showing them what the graphic industry does. And if you do that, you maintain and retain employees.
And I mean, you're a good example yourself because you told me when we had lunch today that after you graduated with your RIT, basically you went directly to a competitor. Let's put it that way.
I did,
right?
Yes.
And so you started in the industry young, and now it's brought you into a very preferential position in a huge international company, right?
Yeah, you know, I've been in the printing since I was 12. I'm now 62, so 50 years. And I feel it's strong need to give back. And I encourage everybody to give back because you have no greater joy in life than giving as opposed to receiving.
What I like about you as a person is also that you told me that in your spare time, I guess that's not too much, but you also put on like a mentoring role. I guess that is also part of the personality. I mean, when we talk to Koenig Bauer customers across America, we have done quite a few interviews. It seems that Koenig Bauer like encourage that kind of family spirit and how you actually have that personal relationship, right?
Yeah, I think the internet has done so much for us, okay, and our phones, but the human contact is still needed in the heart and soul of everybody. So I do that with young men and women, 18 to 30 in my personal life as home, and it brings me no greater joy.
I appreciate that. I think that's great. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Digital transformation. I mean, you have a fantastic woman employed in Dresden Rockstar Sandra Wagner. What does it mean for a company? Because I mean, think of Koenig Bauer as one of the oldest existing companies in the industry. I mean, there's been many iteration. But that turnaround, I know that, of course, people changes all the time in an organization, but how do you embrace that, let's say, the digital transformation and turn it into something that is both good as an employee, but also good for your customers?
Well, you know, if you look back in time, we used to talk about ZIP4, JDF, okay, JMF, and all these workflows, XML. That's different than digitalization. That's about a process, and we're talking about automating the whole print factory, so they can have KPIs, OEEs, they can have greater efficiencies on their press, simultaneous processes. So what we call a digitalized offset press or a digital printing press brings you new opportunities, but only if you can have better work through. If you're doing the same thing over and over and not using technology, you know, it's like Alexa. You know, you go into the morning and you say, Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, stop my car. So if you can integrate AI and those automations into the printing process, then you have work with digitalization.
And that's actually what you do, because I can't remember, Drew, was it Kia, what was it? You have like your assistant?
My car?
Oh yeah, precisely, yeah. So you have your own digital assistant with Koenig Bauer, right?
Absolutely, yes. That takes me and gets me where I want to do, but you know, it's still about the human contact, but you must use technology to your advantage. And use digitalization. Again, it's not one form, whether it's a web portal, whether it's AI, whether it's gathering and understanding data. Digitalization is a broad term, but it's about embracing it, and it's not workflow. We've got that down as an industry.
Yeah, definitely. Last thing I want to talk to you about right now is when you talk about the everything around digital print and digital offset print, and we spoke about that second. I can't help think about it, because I think that maybe also we as media, maybe also because everybody is so intrigued about new technology, that maybe their focus has been a little bit too much on digital print, rather still seeing that how fast offset print can be used today. I know that Koenig Bauer offers both digital and analog solutions, but how do you see that? Do you agree with me that to some extent that we are maybe a little bit forgetting that the speed of the press and the speed of the setup of the machine basically should be more looked into by some of the printing companies?
Yeah, offset technology has changed, and we have digitalized that by sending information to the press to pre-set it up and have shorter make-ready times, being more efficient, more sustainable, which is key. But I think, again, they coexist, and everyone needs a differentiating factor. It's a crowded marketplace. There's some degree of saturation. So the way to optimize your plant is to integrate digital printing and digital offset. But digital offset means getting things done faster with short make-ready times, faster to color control using expanded gamut, a host of techie terms I could go into. But at the end, there's so much more to be gained, and there's a lot of older equipment. So I think it also leads back to your original question. You can attract more people, particularly younger people, when you digitalize your operation and embrace those new technologies.
Fantastic. Erik, when I look at you, and also when I meet you at trade shows, it seems like a blast for you working with Koenig Bauer and being VP of Marketing. Still fun?
I love what I do. I really do. I wake up, it annoys my wife because I wake up with too much energy and too much excitement, but I believe in what I do from the heart.
Fantastic. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Yes, great to see you again.